There's blood work that can test people for allergies. An ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure.
For an allergy evaluation, call Dr. Pat.
Domestic violence is daunting, and the psychological effects can do enduring damage. Obviously, all abuse needs to end. But how? The Terrebonne Parish District Attorney's Office is dedicated to ending domestic violence and helping those who have already experienced it. Our office supports many programs that educate and adjudicate abuse towards women. If you are a victim of abuse, call the Terrebonne Parish District Attorney's Office at 873-6500.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Alford, your host for To Your Health with Terrebonne General Health System. Our weekly show provides the latest in healthcare specialties only offered by Terrebonne General. Join us each Wednesday at 7 p.m. to stay up to date with the latest innovations in health. Terrebonne General provides healthcare breakthroughs in cardiology, cancer care, women's health, health and wellness, and much more. You don't want to miss our next To Your Health. See you then.
This is Martin False live in Houma. We're in front of Hebert's Motel where water is up to the doorknobs at the motel. Telephone poles almost completely to the ground. This storm had some fury to it. The following morning, Hurricane Andrew had taken its toll on Terrebonne Parish. But the stick doesn't lie. No. That, you know, they said it started moving north-northwest. That was a jog. It's a very tense day for Terrebonne Parish. Levee after levee has been breached. You won't know until it equalizes how many of them have actually broken. And I'm just looking at that stick shot again. That center circulation has moved back on the stick, and Lafourche and Grand Isle to me are ground zero at this point. We'll see you again tomorrow night right here, same place, same time on Bayou Time.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. So very glad to have this segment as we welcome in, as always, our favorite dietitian, April Sins with Rouses. April, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Keith. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. And look, it's school time, and I knew you were going to have lots of suggestions about what we need to do to get the kids ready to go back to school. Tell us what we're doing today.
Yes. So, you know, a lot of classrooms are now nut-free, and so that kind of presents questions from a lot of parents on what they can send with their child, whether their own child has an allergy or whether maybe it's somebody that's in the class as well. So I'm going to tell you about a few items that you can go nuts for, and that you can look for at Rouse's that are typically in the nut-free category. But first, I want to talk about, you know, what are some other things that we can do. The first thing is make sure you're reading any materials that the teacher sends home or the school sends home regarding any snacks or food allowed and not allowed. And that's going to really clue you in on what you can bring, and they may even have some suggestions. Now, even if your child brings, maybe they get lunch at school, they don't have to bring a lunch. Maybe they're bringing a snack. That might be something that this would apply to. Or think about those days when you're having a class party, or maybe it's a birthday. So you have to be aware of that for all of those things as well. Also, make sure you're taking those packages, turning them around and reading the labels. So the FDA requires that it be known on the back that there's a contain statement with whether it's regarding a nut in there, or maybe it's soy, but it has the top 8 allergens are typically listed as a contained statement on the back. So look at those packages. Also, ask for help. So if you're ever in doubt about sending an item, maybe ask the school or the teacher. Always make sure that you use those resources and just do your homework as well. So here are a few of my favorite snacks, though, that I think are really fun. And one is the Rouse's cheese. These are some little individually wrapped cheeses. And so they're perfectly portable, easy to throw in the lunchbox, easy to take with you. even if you're going to the soccer game, swim team, running, whatever it is, great to be able to pack a portable snack that you can feel comfortable about. Another thing too is the apple chips. So we have these Seneca apple chips right here, which is great. So it's a chip alternative basically. So you get that nice crunchy bite, and it's just, you also have the health benefits of having the apple as well. This is called a Go-Go Squeeze packet, and there's a couple of flavors of this. This is a cinnamon apple, but it's like an applesauce in a squeeze packet. And so this one is really nice because that makes a nice portable snack as well. I'm all about making it easy for the parents, right? Mm. And then another thing too is some little cherry tomatoes. Maybe that's something that you can wash and grab and go. Don't forget about your fruits and vegetables, your regular fruits and vegetables. Also, veggie chips. These are called Good Health veggie chips. They are a nut-free product, and so those are even in the shape of a Mickey Mouse. So how fun is that? Mm-hmm. Another one I'm gonna tell you about is called a crispy fruit in a packet that you could find in the produce section at Rouse's. And this is made from cheese. It's called Wisp, and that's made from cheese. And so really nice raisins, of course. But I want to tell you about this one as well. It's called Sun Butter. We have actually two types of nut-free. This is tree nut-free and peanut-free. This is made from sunflower seeds. Oh, and so a lot of parents really love that. And what I love about it is it smooths on just like peanut butter. So I wanted to just show you how it looks just like regular peanut butter, but it is made from sunflower seeds. And then we also have another one called Wow Butter at Rouse's that's made from a soy-based product. But you can see that looks just like peanut butter, right? It
really does. And it spreads so easily. That's fantastic.
It spreads easily. It's tasty. It would be great, like, just with fruit or maybe crackers. I mean, just super, super. It's dippable too. Really, really nice. And then, of course, your Rouse's jelly. You could pair with that, or maybe some fresh banana slices as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of different options, but always, always make sure that you do check with your teachers and read those labels.
So some really good recommendations, April. It's interesting. We have about a minute and a half left here. And so you've got lots of different variety of fruits, vegetables, and cheeses. And so all of those are different options, because I think very often when people think healthy snacks, they almost automatically start thinking about peanuts or some kind of nuts because of the protein. But we can get a lot of really good nutrition from some of these substitutes.
Yes, definitely. And typically when you're not talking about classrooms and kids and nut allergies, nuts are a good source of protein, good source of healthy fats. But whenever you're looking at allergens, that is there's tons and tons of things that people are typically allergic to, but we find that the most common allergy is going to be those peanuts and the tree nuts. And so you want to make sure that you're really looking out for those and checking out those packages, because you can actually find a good variety of things that are either peanut free or tree nut free. And you just have to read the packages and just be really careful on what you're selecting.
So we want to communicate with the teacher in the school. We want to find out if, in fact, there's something that we're bringing, if it's allowable or if it's not. And we want to ask those questions. And very often when you ask the question, Rouse's has the answer for lots of different opportunities. April, we can't thank you enough for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. And if you have any questions about this, you can reach me at eatright@rouses.com.
All right, and that's April Sins with Eat Right with Rouse's. That'll do it for this segment. Don't go anywhere. A lot of more local programming as we return.
It's a great time to get into a new Kia at Barker Kia. Drive home a new 2022 Kia Soul for just $189 a month. That's right, $189 a month puts you into a new 2022 Kia Soul at Barker Kia in Houma, or shop online at barkerkia.com.
I'm Chris St. Martin. Many of us know what it means to have roots here on the Bayou. I'm no different. My family has been here for generations. Likewise, the firm of St. Martin and Bourke has been helping the injured in this region for almost 50 years. We're honored to serve the people of South Louisiana and the Bayou region. Remember, if you've been hurt in an accident and you want to know your rights, call St. Martin and Bourke today to schedule your free consultation.
They're here. You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah, and has 3 rows.
So you.
Your Buick has Apple CarPlay. Where do I plug in?
It's wireless.
That's so you. What do I do with these? Careful, it's kind of busy.
Oh, I got this with my superpowers.
And a little help from your Buick.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you. Get this low-mileage lease on this 2021 Buick Encore GX for around $199 per month. See your local Buick dealer.
There are many strengths in our cancer center. I think one of the biggest is patients don't have to go elsewhere to get technology for their diagnosis and treatment of their cancer. Our treatment machine, the linear accelerator, allows us to pinpoint and treat cancers with more accuracy than ever was possible before. Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center provides leading-edge technology with the highest quality care and the best treatment options unique to each patient.
Pelican Waste and Debris is your local company. We don't just work here, we live here and understand the unique challenges that face our region. Our commitment to our community and customers and love for Louisiana keeps us motivated. Pelican meets every residential and commercial service need, offering roll-off, front-load, and compactor services, ideal for hotels, restaurants, apartments, construction or industrial sites, and much more. We also make recycling simple and cost-efficient, offering single-stream recycling program options. We have set the highest standards for environmental protection, community engagement, and guaranteed client satisfaction. Visit pelicanwaste.net or call us at 985-873-9553 to save money with hassle-free service. Our team has over 100 years of experience, so we know how to make you happy. The sky is the limit, so fly with the Pelican.
It's a great time to get into a new Kia at Barker Kia. Drive home a new 2022 Kia Soul for just $189 a month. That's right, $189 a month puts you into a new 2022 Kia Soul at Barker Kia in Houma or shop online at barkerkia.com.
Hello everyone, we are back. And what an afternoon, what an evening, what a night. Historical here, at least in Terrebonne Parish, and I know in Lafourche Parish. And I know other parishes as well. And I can only talk from experience, and we were allowed as media to go down and check a few things and get some video, and we're going to be showing you that in a little while. And we were limited because we don't have a chopper, but there are trees across streets all across Terrebonne Parish. Let me just show you outside on our camera if we can, and just give you an idea that there's a tilted telephone pole with our mounted cameras that was so valuable during this whole broadcast. But if you could see across the street, we have scenes like this. Let me just move it in position and try to zoom in as much as I can for you with what limited resources we have left. And you can see windows blown out all over. This was a common scene. You had roofs flying off of buildings. You had buildings collapsing. Downtown we saw brick structures that collapsed. We saw banks that collapsed. And can honestly say this whole building on 7938 Main Street, well, we took on some damage, but structurally, we made it okay, and I'll tell you why. I had 8-inch screws, sheet metal screws, when we put on the metal roof that went all the way through the old roof to where we could see it come out. And everybody thought I was crazy when I did that, but I'm going to tell you, it might be the saving grace. So when you're rebuilding and you make sure, even if you put a metal roof on top of your old roof and you restud it, get those long screws, make them go through. So we know we're reaching a lot of people outside of our area. Some of the services are still off. I've been trying to communicate. I'm just getting text service back. So all the old texts are coming through and people are asking me, when's the water coming on? When's this going to happen? We had radio silence, folks, for quite a long time. We're right in the path of the hurricane. So the only way we are getting out to the outside world right now is Facebook Live. Remember I told you, as a station, we looked for redundant ways to get out. We went to our tower site a little while ago to check it out. The antenna's still there, which is lucky because they had antenna towers all around ours that were down or buckled in half. But we don't have all the cables that go up to the antennas. They're gone. So on the airwaves, we'll be down for a while. We'll be coming to you, Facebook Live, and we've done it before. We're used to it. And I guess that's my point. As I'm going to show you this footage, there's going to be a lot of people in despair who need a lot of love, who need a lot of prayers, who need confidence, and we're going to give it to them. Let's roll some footage in if we can, Jay. These are the oak trees at Terrebonne General. I told you it would look different when this storm passed over. It stripped oak trees all over the place. They're naked, they're bare, it topped them, it shredded them. I know we'll be showing some at St. Matthew's Church in a little while. Some of those trees are actually leaning into the poles. I could tell you just from experience, and that's really all I have to base this off of, is because I haven't seen the whole parish and parishes by air. But this was a strong Cat 4 or a 5. I would not be shocked if they upgrade this storm to a Category 5. We did have roofs flying off. We had catastrophic damage in some areas that we cannot even get to at this point. There's still debris all over the roads. All we could tell you is this is just in the vicinity of the HTV area that pretty much, like a bomb went off. You got a lot of trees that are down, a lot of structural damage, a lot of buildings that were shredded. You're going to see this all over the place as far as the trees and the limbs. Have not had reports of injuries. We're still trying to get in contact with the parish president, the sheriff, on all neighboring parishes. So if anybody is around them and they're hearing this message, we'd appreciate if you nudge them and say, hey, they'd like to get you at the station at some point to come communicate and come do some things to help out the people. And I know they're helping. They're trying to get everything done. This is the building across from HTV. And it's shredded. There's no doubt. Now, we had 1.5 inch glass on HTV. Here's our awnings that blew off. But the windows are intact. Now, it blew open a door in the upstairs. We took on some water for a while. But the great crew that I have, we went back and we got it done. Fuel stations down Main Street, down Barrow, look at St. Matthew's. And a couple of those oak trees are leaning today. We see police are dragging things out of the main street to create an avenue. Heck, I got on my Bobcat for a little while this morning until I got sidetracked and ended up getting in a tractor around Mulberry pushing debris out. It's going to take a lot of people helping to try to get this done. So we'll take a short break. We'll be right back.
Elite Workforce LLC is currently looking for onshore and offshore labor. We are looking for ship fitters, structural welders and fitters, marine electricians, riggers, roustabouts, marine carpenters, tank cleaners, and more. Give us a call at 985-872-0956. We service the offshore and onshore oil and gas industry. We also service industrial chemical plants. Elite Workforce, your trusted employment service.
Hi folks, Chris Morales with Terrebonne Lincoln. Big news, Lincoln's pulled out all the stops when you order a new Lincoln. You will now get 2-month payment assistance. That's 2 month payments on your new Lincoln. With your order, you design the new Lincoln that you want, from color, trim, and options. Plus, your new Lincoln will get priority in the building process. So come get 2 months payment assistance and order your new Lincoln at Terrebonne Lincoln. Or shop online at terrebonnelincoln.com.
People coming together is very powerful. It can make things happen. If we as a community won't step up to help each other, then who will? In every community, there's work to be done. Taking time to get to know individuals in your community will have long-lasting benefits. PCM believes in the power of giving back. PCM, people, community, and more.
Cardiovascular Institute of the South's Ambulatory Surgery Center offers patients advanced and innovative outpatient procedures using the latest technology and treatment options. The first of its kind in the region, this center provides our patients and their families with high-quality care in a convenient, comfortable, and safe environment at a lower cost. Trust your care to the cardiovascular care team you know and love at CIS. Learn more at cardio.com.
Here at South Louisiana Bank, we support our neighbors, the organizers, the helpers, the leaders, the dreamers. We support those that move our community forward. Louisiana has grown from the dedication, commitment, and loyalty of the people who call this beautiful place home. We are proud to offer our services to the communities in South Louisiana. South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Our town is your town. Our state is your state. On the winding bayou, we always see you. Our men and women who protect our safety. Our town is safe because of you. You don't always hear it, so let me say it. Loudly and boldly, let me display it. You're not forsaken. We truly thank you. Our town is safe because of you. As the badge goes on, the trucks get ready and then roll on. The highway is safe, the men in blue. Our town is safe because of you. And when the times get tough, our tough get going. While we sleep, Charlie Company is running. And once again, we say it sincerely. Thank you. Our town is safe because of you. At Beacon NDT Services, we thank you.
And welcome back. We appreciate you joining us live right now on Facebook. Jay, are we on YouTube also? Yep, YouTube also. So it's going to be our way to communicate with the outside world right now. Give us a call to 879-1231. We're looking for public officials. They're not hiding. We just can't reach them. We're trying to reach people on cell phones. Cell phones are out. We're able to text at some point. So if anyone sees the parish president of Lafourche or Terrebonne Parish and the sheriffs or anybody that can help us with utilities, water, electrical, tell them we'd love to chat with them to get the word out to the people if you could. I was amazed. Last night before the phones went out, we had people from Europe watching, from California, from Florida, from Indiana, from Texas. It was incredible, the winds that came through here again. Let's go full screen, Jay, to the St. Matthews oak trees, which are right across the street from HTV, and there you see them. And I thought they did well, but it looks like they were leaning a little bit when I went out today. So we're going to check and see, but we do have a caller when I get to the phone lines. And I encourage everyone to call if you're watching, and we'll try to help you as much as we can with what we know, which is very little at this point. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Just trying to find out, is there any water service in Houma now?
No, we have no water service, no water pressure. As a matter of fact, I told the crew this morning at HTV, we went, we grabbed a bunch of buckets that I had, we put ropes on them, and we throwing them in Bayou Terrebonne, we getting water, and that's the toilet water and everything else right now. So we back to the old ways because got to improvise right now. No water, and We're trying to find out information, and it's no fault of anyone. We just don't have communications at this point. So, and we can't drive. We can't drive to certain other places because the roads are blocked and the trees are in front of them. So they're doing a good job of clearing some of that as soon as we can get avenues. And I think at this point they're probably in helicopters surveying the parish at this point.
That was the next question, Martin. I wanted to ask you. This is Martin, right?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. This is I don't remember me, Joe DeQuana.
Yeah, you been okay?
Oh yes, sir. We evacuated. We're in Texas right now, and that was my next question. Is the city on lockdown and we can't come back home?
Well, I don't want to be the official one. I do have a press release from the sheriff, and I'm going to read it in a second. I don't know if it contains that, but I think if you're in that upper tier of the ones letting, that are needed in the parish, they're going to let you in. If not, they won't till they get all the electrical and the poles cleared. So I don't want to be the official spokesperson on that until we get an official statement. But I know they're working to try to get some of the roads cleared, and also volunteer firemen out there. So I would just be patient for a couple of days and let them do their thing, make sure everything's safe. And then as soon as we do reach one of the public officials and get them on, that's one of my main questions we're going to talk about. So if y'all keep tuning in, we're going to slowly get you more information as the day goes on.
That's one last question. Right. I was trying to get y'all on streaming. What do I go to on streaming?
Jay, how do you have it hooked up right now on streaming? Go to Facebook or YouTube for streaming.
Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah, go to Facebook.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you for calling. We appreciate it.
Y'all stay safe, Mark.
You too. Thank you, Mark. Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to the program. You're on. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. We just want to find out some information. If you could pass it on when you get it. Is the road open from the overpass going into Houma, Main Street?
Yeah, we went over the overpass today.
I'm talking about the Highway 90, double E 90.
Yeah. I thought
It's open all the way into Houma?
Well, no, let me get the state police. We'll try to get the state police spokesperson in, because I don't want to give out any erroneous information. We went over the one by the hospital today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's try to get state police on, and we'll try to reach them on. Like I said,
let us know what's going on.
Yeah, we
because
just trying
I live on Main Street, and I like to, if I can get back Main Street. I'm not worried about electricity or water. I'm just going for a date.
Right. No, I understand. We're trying to we're going to trickle and build an audience, and then slowly that's going to allow us to get the public officials in, because the public helps us quite a bit when we're trying to reach people. So they're going to be going, Martin's trying to reach you, and then I know that they're going to know we're back on, and they're going to show up and try to give information. Okay?
Oh, boy, we're going to be listening to you. Thank you so much for everything you're doing.
Oh, but thank you. I got a great crew.
Y'all doing.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, we do have a lot more callers. We're going to get to them in a second. And let me just say, Sheriff Tim Saunier states that Terrebonne Parish has received catastrophic damage throughout the parish as a result of Hurricane Ida. Electricity and water utilities are not functioning. All roads are blocked by downed trees, utility poles, and other debris, making the roads impassable. Sheriff Saunier advised that Terrebonne Parish is under a curfew until further notice, and no one, he put that in capital, no one should attempt to sightsee. Once the roadways are clear and safe to travel on, the public will be notified. So there's your answer. Right now, roads are not open for public. So I think if you're checking your building and you buy your house and you could do that, they're allowing that, but no thoroughfare back into the parish. We'll take a short break. We're coming right back to get to the phone lines. They're all lit up.
Honda, we're overflowing with used cars.
We have over 100 used cars, trucks, and SUVs priced to sell. many units under $8,000.
Save thousands on light and used certified vehicles.
At Barker Honda, every unit goes through a 120-point inspection.
So you can buy with confidence.
Come see us today here at Barker Honda Used Cars.
Because you know it's better at Barker.
Elite Workforce LLC is currently looking for onshore and offshore labor. We are looking for ship fitters, structural welders and fitters, marine electricians, riggers, roustabouts, marine carpenters, tank cleaners, and more. Give us a call at 985-872-0956. We service the offshore and onshore oil and gas industry. We also service industrial chemical plants. Elite Workforce, your trusted employment service.
Allergy problems can be so severe that they just overpower your allergy sprays, your antihistamines. They may get temporary relief if you give them a steroid shot or a steroid pack, but knowledge is key. The allergies that are in the environment, nowadays there's blood work that can test people for allergies. An ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure.
For an allergy evaluation, call Dr. Pat.
Domestic violence is daunting, and the psychological effects can do enduring damage. Obviously, all abuse needs to end. But how? The Terrebonne Parish District Attorney's Office is dedicated to ending domestic violence and helping those who have already experienced it. Our office supports many programs that educate and adjudicate abuse towards women. If you are a victim of abuse, call the Terrebonne Parish District Attorney's Office at 873-6500.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Alford, your host for To Your Health with Terrebonne General Health System. Our weekly show provides the latest in healthcare specialties only offered by Terrebonne General. Join us each Wednesday at 7 p.m. to stay up to date with the latest innovations in health. Terrebonne General provides healthcare breakthroughs in cardiology, cancer care, women's health, health and wellness, and much more. You don't want to miss our next To Your Health. See you then.
All right, we also want to bring to you that the water is coming, Terrebonne, according to Sheriff Tim Saulnier's release. Consolidated Waterworks District Number 1 is working to restore water service throughout the entire parish. At this time, Schriever Water Plant has water, but distribution is hampered by broken water lines, and personnel are working to fix these lines and leaks. Also, personnel are working to get the Houma Water Plant fully operational to restore full service to the 2 hospitals in the parish. The boil water notice is still in effect for safety. The TCU, Terrebonne Food Bank, is functional, but service will be coordinated through the Terrebonne EOC so that strategic supplies are routed to necessary locations. Oh, we have the parish president of Lafourche, Archie Chesson, on line 1, and the parish president himself. Archie, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
What's going on, Martin Falls?
Woo! I tell you what, we got a glimpse of what it looks like, but firsthand, we know Lafourche on a very tough side of this storm. Can you give us an assessment?
Yeah, you know, a lot of what we talked about, I think, late last night. Daylight came and showed us a lot more than what we thought we had. Lots of heavy to moderate roof damage, especially from 90 South. Thibodaux got a little bit of a break, but there are things that are blown away in Thibodaux as well. As you would expect, lots of power poles, tree limbs everywhere. We are still trying to figure out our water situation. There's still no potable water source from basically Highway 90 South. We're still trying to work with the levee district to clear the roads, or the water district to clear the roads to try to get their people down there to see if we can figure out exactly what's going on. Start to isolate the system and see if we can figure out if there's a break somewhere or exactly what's going on. Other than that, it's people in their own yards, as I've been able to kind of get out and ride down certain neighborhoods that I could get to. Talking to people, a lot of people are starting to clean up, pick up tree limbs, trying to figure out how to put their roofs back together, things like that.
Let me ask you something, because I know we'll get to it's more logistics at this point, but when I started seeing the damage, and I've been in a 4 before, and just seeing our building, because we had the outside cameras, I'm not so sure if we didn't make it to a 5 on this one, but at least a high 4.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, they were clocking, 160-plus mile-an-hour winds in Fouchon. I think we got every bit of the 130 up here in Matthews, and then, what the main part of the problem was this thing just decided to stall over the top of us. It went from, 13 miles an hour to 5 at one point, and it just would not let up, especially in South Lafourche. Those bands would just wrap around, and the wind kept blowing, the rain kept pounding. So I'm trying as hard as I can to get to South Lafourche today. We're trying our best to work with the National Guard and GoStep to try to get a helicopter down here so we can exactly get a better assessment of what we're looking at, so I can try to find pump stations and try to dewater some spots. We do know of a couple of, some levee overtopping, mostly in the Bayou Buff area and in the North Rose area. There's a couple spots that have overtopped that we're trying to figure out exactly what's going on, so we could dewater those areas with assets we can get from CPRA and the portable pumps that we have. The biggest problem right now, Martin, is probably as well as you know, is communications.
Yes,
So many towers are down, either broken or their generator power has failed or batteries have died. It's hard to get cell phone service. It's hard to even get mobile radio service as we try to dispatch deputies, as we try to find our folks and figure out how to get them back home in some cases, but just get in contact with them, make sure they're okay, and get them back to work and put them on a piece of equipment and start clearing roads and things like that.
Let me ask you, Archie, now, have you heard anything about Grand Isle? A lot of people are asking me, and I'm going, y'all, I've been dead to the outside world. We don't have it, like you said, communication, but what are you hearing at this point?
We have zero communication with Grand Isle. I think the last report we saw was sometime middle of the afternoon where they were kind of trapped in a stairwell between the wind and the water, but that they were going to wait till the wind subsided a little bit and that eye wall kind of got over the top of them, and they could transfer to a different building maybe. I do know I can walk outside and I can see Black Hawks in the air. I do know Coast Guard has been kind of down there. We had to medevac 4 patients from Lady of the Sea last night up to Thibodeau Regional that were on ventilators because of their failing power. So there have been some things in the air, so I'm sure they're checked on it. But again, communications are so strapped that it's hard to get whatever's trying to come out or come in.
Well, look, I appreciate you joining us, and I know y'all are trying to gather information. And you're always great at this, but I'm just asking so the public can hear that. Whenever you get new stuff, I know you're always willing to come on. So we'll keep it, because we got a pretty big audience on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to try to keep that information alley open because our tower sites are down. So just as usual, like we did before in hurricanes, we switch the medium and we get the word out. So whenever you hear something, feel free to call us, and we're going to get you on.
No doubt, Martin. Thanks. And look, the last thing I want to stress is that a lot of people, we're getting a lot of Facebook messages and people asking when they can come home. It's going to be a couple of days. We're not going to open up the parish until we have all the roads cleared and I can figure out this potable water system with the water district. There's no use in coming home and you have no sanitary water or ways to take a shower or ways to hydrate yourself. So I know a lot of people are going to start to get frustrated. They're not going to like me very much in the coming days. But you're going to have to stay put until we can kind of figure this thing out and get the water pressure back up. That's the most important thing. After that, it's going to be power restoration, which is going to be 3-4 weeks if we're lucky with the amount of poles that are down, especially South Lafourche. So just be patient, keep praying, and we're going to get through this.
All right, and I want to leave with saying, you mentioned that they might not like you in a few days. I'm going to tell everybody that's coming to town, you saw the footage we were showing you. You saw the storm. Y'all better love everybody because they've been busting their butt to keep everything going, and I know it for a fact. And I appreciate you, Archie, and you keep it rolling, brother.
Thank you, Martin.
All right, take care. Archie Chesson, Parish President of Lafourche, and I mean that. They have been busting their butts to keep it rolling. We'll be right back.
For years, Tony Alford and Priscilla Larpenter have been the foundation of what is now Alford & Associates. Their passion and vision have been embedded company-wide. It's about making sure that our community is strong and protected for the next generation.
I have such respect and pride for our company, and I'm excited to bring new and innovative ideas to our clients.
It's quite simple. It's the mindset of our organization to protect you from life's hardships.
Your benefits are our business.
Make your summer last during the Ford Labor Day sales event. Now is still a great time to buy a Ford. Choose from our F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years. And from the freshest lineup of SUVs in America. It's the Ford Labor Day sales event. Drive one, buy one today. Just announced. Get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2021 F-150. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Hi, my name is Pastor Troy James. I live in Terrebonne Parish, and I am fully vaccinated. How about you? I had a lot of underlying conditions. And for my family and my friends, I did not want to go around them being unvaccinated, so I made it a precedent to be the leader in my family to get vaccinated.
Drop Shipping and Crating Pros is a highly versatile company that will ship any size, any weight, anywhere. Drop Shipping and Crating Pros is a full-service logistics provider focused on expert packing, crating, and transportation solutions. The local oil and gas industry utilizes our professional crating and shipping services that support their offshore and international needs. Drop Shipping and Crating Pros is authorized and recognized to construct shipping crates built for exports. Drop Shipping and Crating Pros, now at our new location at Capitol Boulevard.
Our town is your town. Our state is your state. On the winding bayou, we always see you. Our men and women who protect our safety. Our town is safe because of you. You don't always hear it, so let me say it. Loudly and boldly, let me display it. You're not forsaken. We truly thank you. Our town is safe because of you. As the badge goes on, the trucks get ready and then roll on. The highway is safe, the men in blue. Our town is safe because of you. And when the times get tough, our tough get going. While we sleep, Charlie Company is running. And once again, we say it sincerely. Thank you. Our town is safe because of you. At Beacon NDT Services, we thank you.
All right, welcome back as we're coming to you live on Facebook and YouTube, and we know the routine. We've done this before. And, as I was with some of the crew this morning and we're talking, there's not a whole lot you could do. I mean, when you're faced with this situation, you pray and you work together. And I saw people working in their yards, cleaning their own roads, pushing debris to the side. Everybody in good spirits, a little dejected, but good spirits. The water thing seemed to be the biggest thing, but we know people are working on that frantically, trying to get that on. So let's take some phone calls. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please. Hello? HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please. You there?
Yes, sir. I would like to know if you have any information about Lower Country Drive. My sister and brother-in-law stayed there, and they're 70 years old, and one is not in the best of health. So we have not been able to hear or get any information at all about them.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. We've been in radio silence pretty much, phone silence. We're just getting back to the point where we can get on Facebook and YouTube. So I would be lying to you if I told you I had an abundance of information, although I'm sure we would have heard by Facebook or YouTube if there was anything devastating or anything that took place down there. So I'm saying sometimes reaching people and hearing things on Facebook is a curse, but other times it's a luxury. It's a great thing to have. But I will ask personally when I see the sheriff, and I'm sure at one point, which they're probably still in a meeting as I look at the clock. So when they start trickling in or calling in to HTV, I'm sure at one point we're going to have a parish-wide assessment from both Gardy, and you just heard from Archie on what they've seen, because it's hard to get from point A to point B with all the trees. So They're going to have the only way to do it right now is by air, and I'm sure they're looking.
Do you know if they've cleared the roads down to
I don't.
Lower Country Drive and Upper Country Drive?
I do not, because like I said, we're just getting to the point where I could text on our phones over here. We're just getting to the point where we're back on Facebook. So I would encourage anyone who's watching us on Facebook from maybe that area to at least post something on that so this lady could have a little peace of mind. So maybe we could try it that way.
Please, thank you so.
Okay.
Please, thank you so much. I appreciate what you're doing.
All right.
Thank
you.
you.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. All right. So, and that's what we should do. Let's use this communications to help people out. We're going to come to you. We're not going to have all the answers. You saw us yesterday. We were fighting it just like you were. We were patching up leaks. We were doing different things trying to stay on the air, and we did. But this morning when we got up, our tower sites are down. So our cell sites are down. We finally got Facebook back up where we go live, and we got YouTube. So that's a luxury right now. We don't know if it'll stay on all day, but we snuck in the window, and we're at least talking to people right now. So that's a good thing. I can tell you that I've talked to many, many people who stuck out storms over the years, including myself, because we cover them. We never leave. So when Rita was coming in and Katrina and we're staying, I had that gut feeling about this one. And even when it was a 1, before it was a 1, I think I told you on the air, I don't like it. I don't like where it's coming from. I don't like the Gulf waters it's going to hit. We kept praying for it to find some dry air. It didn't. This thing pounded us, and I think Archie Chesson was right. It sort of stalled for an hour. And we were so busy answering phone calls, I really didn't see it on the satellite, but it stalled for about an hour. You know, right in between, or right east of Houma, it stalled. So it pounded people pretty good. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I was just wanting to tell. Mr. Martin that.
You're talking to him. This is me.
Martin. This is Wayne. Wendy's dad.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Wayne?
I'm doing all right. We're in Lake Charles, and I just wanted to tell you that we appreciate your work, man.
Oh, well, thank you.
I know y'all working hard.
We're trying, and I appreciate. I got a damn good crew. I got to tell you, and they die hard, and we're doing everything possible to just try to survive it and come on the air and do it. But hey, it's what we do. The hospital's doing it. The nurses are doing it. The doctors are doing it. So if everybody does what they're supposed to do, we're gonna be all right.
That's right.
So,
okay, man.
All right. Well, I thank you for
brother.
calling. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Okay, Mr.
Right.
Wayne.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we're going to take a short break, and we're in the 7-minute mandatory. Take the break, come back. Got some more phone calls. I'm going to go right back to it, and I appreciate that phone call. Don't go away.
What you cooking? Rouse's Markets has a value pack of split chicken breasts for only 88 cents a pound. USDA Choice Angus Beef Boneless Whole Sirloin Tip is just $2.99 a pound, cut-free. And party-sized Doritos, Ruffles, and Cheetos are 3 for $10 this week at Rouse's Markets.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Get $2,500 purchase cash on 2021 Sierra light-duty crew cab models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $250 purchase allowance.
See your local GMC dealer.
Hi folks, Chris Morales with Terrebonne Lincoln. Big news, Lincoln's pulled out all the stops when you order a new Lincoln. You will now get 2-month payment assistance. That's 2 month payments on your new Lincoln. With your order, you design the new Lincoln that you want, from color, trim, and options. Plus, your new Lincoln will get priority in the building process. So come get 2 month payment assistance and order your new Lincoln at Terrebonne Lincoln. Or shop online at terrebonnelincoln.com.
You Drop Shipping and Crating Pros is a highly versatile company that will ship any size, any weight, anywhere. You Drop Shipping and Crating Pros is a full-service logistics provider focused on expert packing, crating, and transportation solutions. The local oil and gas industry utilizes our professional crating and shipping services that support their offshore and international needs. You Drop Shipping and Crating Pros is authorized and recognized to construct shipping crates built for exports. You Drop Shipping and Crating Pros, now at our new location at Capitol Boulevard.
Will I ever see my family again? Do they even remember I'm here? I feel so alone. Do any of these thoughts sound familiar to you? If so, you are not alone. The South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority offers support, counseling, and treatment geared at helping you where you are right now in the midst of this pandemic and your own personal crisis. The South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority, helping people, changing lives.
Rouse's Markets has the best liquor prices in town. This week, get a fifth of Sazerac Rye Whiskey for $18.65. A fifth of Corazon Tequila Blanco is $17.99. Respado is $25.99. And Light Horse Cabernet Sauvignon is $9.17. Only at Rouse's Markets.
And welcome back to Bayou Time. I have Councilwoman Jessica Domingue on the phone. Council District 5. I hope my memory is good. I'm brain dead about this point, but Councilwoman Jessica, thank you for calling in. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Martin. Look, I put your show on. I'm sorry, I'm getting some feedback. Let me make sure I got you off. Hold on.
Yeah, you there, Jessica?
You there?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of feedback. No, I was listening to your show, and I saw you said to call in.
Absolutely.
Okay, Martin, I am the only one that has, well, no, I'm sorry, myself and Steve Trosclair are the only two council members who have cell phone service because we're not actually in the city of Houma. We have no communication with anyone, and that's why you guys are having such a hard time getting
I just texted him. He asked me if I was getting his text. I said yes, and I encourage all. I always encourage all councilmen, councilwomen, all areas who's ever hearing us in this crazy time, either call or come in if you're close by. But what are you hearing us in? I know you're hard working. You're always trying to help your constituents. What are you hearing out there, Jessica?
So I did speak to I spoke to someone earlier about an hour ago, and if I'm repeating something that was said earlier, just stop me. But I do know President Dove was meeting with the governor about an hour ago.
Okay.
Yes. And I also know that the National Guard is on their way. So they're coming. It's just, it takes a while to deploy resources. Right. So they're coming, they're on their way. Hopefully it's going to be within the next 24 hours that they're able to set up. The National Guard will be setting up, I believe, at the Civic Center. And before this happened, Cajun Navy was supposed to set up at Walmart. Of course, I haven't had any communication with anyone, so I can't verify that. But the National Guard is coming.
Now let me ask you: the National Guard would they help out, or would they have equipment to clear the streets? I know the sheriff's been doing a good job with those bladed deuce and a halves, but I guess they're just going to come in and make sure looting is not a problem too, right?
And I honestly don't know what the National Guard is going to do. I'll be honest with you. I'm sure they're just here to assist. Okay. Now, I want to let you know, too, I am on Highway 90 trying to get back. However, I don't know if I'm going to get back, but I've passed caravans and caravans and caravans of resources. So they're coming. It's just we gotta wait. We gotta wait a few minutes. The other thing that's really concerning to me, Mark, being seen, is a lot of people saying they want to come home. They want to come home. They're trying to get back in. And you said earlier, the sheriff said, don't come in. And it's not because we don't want you here. It's because it's too dangerous right now to have people on the roads. And also, we don't want a bunch of people on the roads while we're trying to clear out all the debris and all the trees. And I know you guys have all seen the video and you've seen the pictures. It's not a good scene at all. So if you can hold tight for another 3 days and just let the parish do their job, they're doing a wonderful job. And so let's let them do what they have to do and just hold tight.
Yep, that's well said, because I had a chance to ride around, as a media member and get some shots this morning, have crews out there, and we got a first-hand look. I took a lot of pictures, and I'm going to tell you, especially around Houma City proper, some places look like a bomb went off, and I'm sure everyone's seeing similar looking subdivisions all across Terrebonne, Lafourche, and other arenas north of us. So this was a doozy. There's no doubt about it.
Right. And, Martin, I'm anxious to see my house, too.
Yeah.
I'm right by your office, and I saw what's going on downtown. I can't imagine what my house looks like. So I want to see it, too. But we got to wait. We got to let the parish do their job, let them clear everything out, and then we'll be able to come and collect our possessions or clean up or whatever it is. But we just have to have a little bit of patience.
Yep, well said, and we appreciate your work, and I'll also try to, come across. We're showing pictures right now of HTV, the front awnings all blown off, the buildings next door blown off. One of the brick buildings right around the corner actually collapsed. So there's a lot of damage, but you know what? I saw people cleaning up, and hey, we're gonna make it through. I'm absolutely sure of that.
Absolutely. Yes, sir, we're going to make it through. We said this the other day. We are definitely going to make it through. It's going to be a long process, though. It's not going to happen overnight. And this first step of the process is to let the people who are in position do their job.
Yep, no doubt about it. Well said, and